I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990. We're here to help.
We're on. Hey, guess what? You are tuned in to Courageous Detroit Radio. This is the Faulkner Faith and Friends Show, and I am here with my co-host, True Mahogany. We are excited today because we have a great guest. He's a good friend of mine. He is a very distinguished guest, a lot of accolades, and he's still young, and he's African American, so we can't wait for him to come in. His name is Andre Charlie. You're in for a treat. But Tanika, tell me how your week went, and anything interesting?
Well, you know, it's always something interesting. It's whether I can share it or not. Okay.
Well, I mean, don't get it put off.
Right.
Share something that's what you call it, PG.
PG?
Yeah. Gospel PG.
Gospel PG.
You went to church today?
I did.
You do announcements at your church, correct?
I do, and I'm in the media ministry.
Is that why you put your get up on like this?
My get up. This light work.
You made sure they saw you doing that announcement.
This light work. Okay. This light work. You know, chocolates do it best.
What is your secret sauce for an announcement?
Well, I just get up and I just be my natural professional self. You gotta be like, hey. No, I don't. No, I don't really do because my saying is.
That young lady, me and her got the same birthday. The cook.
The cook.
Yeah, man, got the same birthday. Okay, so
my favorite saying is "What up, dog?" because that's a Detroit saying.
You say "What up, those sayings"?
No, I don't. No, I'm just saying. You saying be natural, but my natural instinct is to say "What up, dog?" because that's where we're from. That's our signature.
But when are you gonna do that?
I'm not gonna do it at church. That's just not professional. I'm not gonna do that at church.
But that's you.
Yeah, but it's church, and people are tuning in. So we're live on YouTube every Sunday.
Would you get up there and say "God is good"? Would you do that?
No, well, actually, it's right after the praise team finished singing. So if we're in a praise, then I'll contribute to the praise. But I definitely go directly into the announcements.
Do you still shout? When was the last time you shouted?
Yes, we don't do a whole lot of shouting at my church.
I'm asking you a question, a specific question, because you don't dance like you used to dance, Zion.
I can't remember.
You don't shout like you used to shout, Zion.
Well, you know,
you got dignified. You got 2 degrees, and now you don't want to do it.
Nobody got 2 degrees.
Got 2 degrees.
I wish. I'm on my way to get a degree.
So you got a halfway degree, and you don't want to.
Well, you know, we don't do all that. You know, but we will. We have, but we don't do. You know, because
y'all don't shout.
We do.
A word church?
We do.
Y'all a word church?
We are.
You know, word churches don't shout as much as sanctified churches.
Right. But see, we need to get into the difference of that, though.
The word church is the word should make you shout.
The word do make you shout.
So how come y'all don't shout?
Shouting is verbal.
No, dance. I'm talking about the dancing.
But that's the difference.
That's a shout. That's a praise.
We need to say a praise.
So do you praise that? Do you dance? Do you shout? You know what I mean? Coming from COA.
Right. I'm saying that we now, as far as how we used to do the city, like cranking up we don't do all that. We don't.
So y'all pay y'all organists.
It took me a little minute to get used to that.
So y'all organists are kind of overpaid.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You got to work them out. They get $300, $400.
We're more so into worship. Like we really go in and like worship and like falling before the Lord, laying prostrate. We're more into worship. Like we believe in letting the Lord come in. We do.
Y'all don't.
But as far as like dun dun dun, we very rarely do that. But we do a lot of worshiping. It took me a little minute to get used to that because we don't want to get into it. We don't really want to get into it.
Looking at me cross, I'm like, what they do?
No. I actually enjoy it when I go to other churches. We just don't do it at March. But let's kind of be honest though. You know what I'm saying with that.
Okay.
A lot of that. Lord, I don't want to.
A lot of the what you want to call it today. Pastor Kip is listening. Be nice.
I just be telling it like it is.
Hold on, let me ask you a question about that.
A lot of that shouting and stuff wasn't of God.
How can you say that?
Because a lot of people was just faking. A lot of people just started jumping up and shouting. And they wasn't filled with the Holy Ghost. It was just protocol. It was just something to do.
All that?
People do it though. It has
really
done.
Got time to do it in
I went to a concert where they was fake shouting, and I was so disappointed.
Okay,
fake shouting.
Let me ask you something. So when David danced out of his ephod,
we're not talking about that.
No,
we're not talking about. No, we're talking about. We're not talking about David because, of course, what the word says.
We talking about Robert and Shaniqua.
We talking about fake shouting. We talking about you tuning up the music and people just start. That's a lot of people weren't even saved, let alone. You
gotta be saved to shout. I'm just asking a question. You said they wouldn't say.
Dance. It's like entertainment. It's not relationship. It's not like like I'm feeling something I want to give God. A lot of times that was just performance. It wasn't real.
So
can we be honest?
I'm gonna act like I'm not gonna act like I don't know what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about.
Okay,
but
that's what I'm talking about
that. Because I can care less about it. I'm talking about for real stuff.
Yes. Now, if it's real, absolutely. But we're not one of those. We don't. It's nothing like where we came from. And it took me a few years to get used to it. So I'm like, man, they don't shout at this church. But now I'm used to it because we do more worshiping.
I mean, it's still. I could take somebody laying prostrate, somebody talking to the Lord, someone speaking in tongues, whatever, worship, all that. It doesn't. A praise to me is a praise because people do it different.
Right.
I'm not trying to go to a class to learn how to praise dance. I just think that's crazy.
Okay.
I think it should be natural.
That's just like teaching
how to speak
in tongues. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And not of God.
So Tanika doesn't shout no more, listeners, because she go to a word church.
I do. But we don't do that every Sunday.
But that's what so when I first got saved, when I heard the word, that's what ignited down on the inside and made me praise. So word churches should actually do more shouting than the.
Well,
because that's what gets you.
But we and different people, you conform to the ministry that you're in. It doesn't necessarily.
John didn't. Okay, we're done with Tanika and her shout. She just don't want to shout no more, y'all.
No, that's not true.
She go to a distinguished.
That's not true.
She go to a distinguished. So her clothes never go to the cleaners. So this is what I want to talk about. I want to make a Michigan U real quick. Our guest is on his way. The filters. Save, unsaved. I think we're doing too much filtering. I know a lady who's almost dark as me. And every time I see her on Facebook, she's lighter than Ice Spice. Now, if you're dark like me, you should never look like Christopher Williams when you make your posts.
Not Christopher Williams.
That's the only person I can think about. Or I'll be sure. I should never look like I'll be sure if I make a post. I should always look like Wesley Snipes. I should never do anything that make people think I'm light skinned.
To alter your appearance.
Agree with that?
I do.
So now, if you got blotches, okay, do a little something, but don't make yourself look like a whole different semi-salsa. Say folk doing it too. Now,
he said, who was that invited me to come visit?
Stephen Harvard, yeah. That's a word church.
That's a word church?
Pastor
Do
Kemp.
Do they be shouting? Y'all be shouting and falling out over there, Pastor Kemp?
Oh, Lord, and snotting. See,
y'all be running around.
Sanctified churches don't never have no Kleenex. They just snot it all out. No, I'm just joking. But whatever you do,
I ain't into all the entertainment. Well, give me the word.
Absolutely. Now I agree, but the word is what makes me dance.
That's good because David danced in the word, but the Spirit of the Lord came upon him.
But you're saying music.
I'm talking about being fake. I'm talking about entertainment. I'm talking about fake, being fake.
But I blame them people we paid $5,000 a Sunday to.
No, you have to blame the leaders. You have to blame the leaders.
Okay, well I'm blaming who?
He's calling you.
Oh, that's my
That's your guess.
Now when I answer it, he's gonna say I'm out front.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go out front and not answer it. You keep talking.
You think he's out front?
Yeah. That's how they do it.
You know what? This one right here. This host of mine right here. He just do what he want to do, y'all. Okay. Y'all know Dre. Pastor Kemp, listen, Pastor. Listen. Yeah, I hold back a lot.
The carrying on of it.
It's different things. It's a whole aspect of things. Different things in church. Period.
Okay.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Not just, if we want to talk about a certain subject, of course we can talk about a certain subject. Thank you so much. You didn't let the door open. It's cold.
Well, I thought he was coming right in. He was a friend. Thank you, Ms. Dorsey.
So, but we need to talk about a lot of different things. We need to talk about how Jesus never wanted it to be a religion. He never wanted it to be a religion. That's not why he came. Mm-hmm. But those of us, back in the day, or we know of different scholars and philosophers down through the years, couldn't get along, and they broke off and said Jesus only and Pentecostal and all this, that, and the third. That was never, Jesus didn't come for none of that. It was never supposed to be religion.
So so when you say religion, tell me what in the
breaking off like we believe this and we believe that. It was never supposed to be that. What does the word say? If we're all believers of Christ, if we're all followers of Christ, we're supposed to believe what the word say. Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be no different religions. But that's another subject for another day.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't is because I would not want $5 to be the only denomination we ever had.
It wasn't supposed to be no denominations. That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
But what I'm saying is, I believe denomination is good, and the reason being is because why would I want only one? Why would I want the only restaurant in town I eat at to be Red Lobster? Everybody don't like Red Lobster.
But
see, and that gets into what you're saying.
Yes.
You got some preachers who are great communicators, so they take their time with the word and they teach it with power and
that's what we all should do.
No. We don't do that. Everybody shouldn't do what Pastor Brown does. Is Pastor Brown delivery because he went to a better type of, not better, if he went to a school that taught him how to oratate, then that's how he should do it. But Pastor Red over here, he probably came from a sharecropper, so he may have a different delivery. I love different deliveries. Okay. That's why I'm for the variety of it.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but deliveries is different from the word. We can we can all deliver the word different. I'm talking about going according to scripture.
That's why you got the synoptic gospels.
Okay,
they saw the same thing, but they all wrote it differently.
Okay, that's fine.
So if we see an accident, you may say, "Oh man, that car slammed." And so I said, "No, Tanika, it hit it, but it wouldn't have slammed." But in your mindset, that's how you saw it. But at the end of the day, me, you, Brother Charlie, and Miss Dorsey, we're going to all say the same thing. And what's that's going to be? It was an accident. Now, how we go into the details of it is going to be different, because in her upbringing, hey, it may have been he probably dinged it. You may say, she may say ding. You may say slam. I may say it cracked it. Andre may say it crushed it. But we're all saying the same thing. It was an accident, and they collided together.
Okay.
Now, how we express it.
Okay. So now, that's what you say. That's why you say that's where denominations come in, because of the delivery of it.
I believe so. Now, when I first started watching ESPN, they had this guy named Stewart.
I remember who you're talking about.
He passed of cancer. He was really eloquent, but everybody didn't like his delivery. Some people love Stephen A. Because of his. He has a good handle on the English language.
Okay.
Stephen. So, and then some people like I forget the guy with the long hair. He got it. I love
Pastor Kim said they eat the word.
I love
Pastor
Skip
Kim
Bayless.
Church at?
He's about to have his grand opening real soon. He was
in Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Michigan?
Yeah. Okay. Pastor Kim, you saw him last night. Him and his wife were sitting like right there.
Oh, you didn't introduce me.
I thought you knew him already.
No.
Yeah, they came from up under Pastor Lindell Sinclair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came out of.
I'm not, you didn't introduce me.
I'm sorry.
I know a lot of people. I mean, I've seen a lot of people there, but I didn't.
But see, that's the thing. What I love different deliveries. Mm-hmm. That's why
deliveries is fine, but we're talking about denominations. That's a whole different thing.
Well, I believe that, like when you say you go to a word church. When you say word, I go to a Bible believing church.
But
you said word. But that's how they are described, Tanika.
I mean, that's fine. But I didn't never, because you said the word. I didn't say word.
No, I never say I go to. I just say I go to church.
Right. Now, when you said this, from shouting and worshiping.
You still dance. You said no. Right. I go to a word church.
No.
I said, do you still shout? And you said, no. I go to a word church. Which I do, but we don't do. We're more so into worshiping more so than running around. That's just theatrics. It's entertainment. So you mean to tell me if I go to Creflo Dollar Church, because he's a great teacher. I love Creflo. Yes, I love him. He teaches faith like nobody else.
Have you seen Creflo lately?
See, that's the thing. I'm not thinking about him lately. I'm talking about what I know him to be.
That ain't what he's displaying now.
I don't care what he's displaying now, but the man has a great handle on the word of God. He can teach faith like nobody.
He used to teach faith.
He don't teach faith no more.
Creflo ain't Creflo like he was.
Well,
but okay, that's another subject.
And so I'm gonna make another Michigan U, because I like making Michigan U's. I just saw T.D. Jakes.
You said what now?
I just saw T.D. Jakes.
You saw him where?
Doing interviews.
Okay, yeah, he got a little podcast now. Yeah.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
He got a podcast.
No.
I'm excited for him to do that.
I'm not excited for nothing.
What?
Let me tell y'all something.
We got a podcast. That's what we're doing.
I don't got no podcast. I got a radio show. This is not a podcast, and I don't have a problem with podcasts. But this is a radio show.
Okay. So what you gonna
I want to talk to some preachers now, and wannabe preachers. Stop retiring. What's wrong with y'all? Now, if you old and senile, retire. But if you still can do the work, well, now I understand you passed the torch. Mm-hmm. There's only been 3 preachers. I'm just gonna say this because I love T.D. Jakes. It's only been 3 preachers ever to grace the cover of Time magazine. I'm gonna talk about why I'm talking about this, and that's was the great Billy Graham. Love Billy Graham.
He never retired, did he?
He died doing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Martin Luther King, and my favorite, T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes, when I saw him, I thought it was old footage, but that's new stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering, he still got it. Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying that you don't agree with preachers retiring from pastoring?
Not if you're capable of I think it's a need for emeritus to be in play, but maybe it's just me. It's just me. But when I first got saved, this is what they told me. I'm on the battlefield. Y'all be lying. And that song said, I promised him that I would serve him till I die. Yes, I'm on the no. Folks said when I get 60, I'm going to Florida. And I'm not preaching no more.
Okay.
I got a problem with that.
Well, that's you can't.
You don't get no problem with that.
I don't. That's different strokes for different folks.
So,
if you just because when that song said I'm serving till I die, just because I'm not pastoring no more don't mean I'm not still serving them.
Some people listen to the remix.
Now, if you're older,
there is a remix to it.
Okay, well, if I'm older and I'm getting more
because the song
feeble,
should say I promised him.
Moses had to pass the torch to. He had to pass the torch to who?
Who? TD?
No, Moses. He had to pass the torch to who? Who did he pass it to?
Moses was older than Methuselah.
Who did he pass it to? Answer my question.
He posed to his Joshua.
Okay, so it's a time to pass the mantle. That's not.
It's a time to pass
unusual.
It when you. Now, what's his name? Out in L.A. Church of God in Christ guy. He's still alive, but he passed. What's his name? The big church, one of the biggest churches in L.A.
Blake, Pastor Blake.
He should have passed
Bishop
it.
Blake.
No, he should have, because Alzheimer's had set in, and he couldn't
Okay.
And it hurt me to see him in that state, but it's life. We're dying.
Okay. But if you're older and you've been in the ministry for 50, 60 years our job is to, or pastors' jobs are to make disciples of men. So if I have come of age and I'm training these young men or women to be disciples, then my time has come to an end, and it's time for them to step into. If I'm training them, this is what it's supposed to do.
I'm really just doing banter. And y'all retire from Chrysler, retire from GM. But when it comes to the Word of God, go out.
That's your opinion.
No. These guys retiring at 50 and 60 because they didn't got a little $1 million and a resort home or a condo.
Now the question is, or it should be, we should do what thus said the Lord for our lives when we need to do that. Now, as an individual, if God ain't told us not to do that, then if we're being disobedient.
Suppose Jesus would have retired. Now, why would
retired from preaching the gospel?
When he looked in the cup and saw you and saw me. How is Tanika and Andre? Oh, I can't. The flesh of him say, if Jesus would have retired, where would we be?
Well, the Bible said we would be most men miserable. He did. I'm not thankful the Lord he did.
And I'm just looking for a few men and women who would just go all the way.
I'm thankful that he died on the cross.
I don't have a problem with retirement for senile, being senile. Do they say senile no more anymore?
Yeah, we do. Our generation.
Yeah, we say senile. Andre, you're the clinical psychiatrist. Are anybody senile?
Andre over here laughing at us. We interested, Andre. We interested, ain't we?
That's good.
Senile. Now, back in the day,
this is what we do.
My mama used to be like, Andre, your teacher senile. Senile. So now we call it, what we call it, mental illness. We call it dementia. Those are the good names. But back in the day,
those are the medical names.
After you ate your buttermilk and cornbread with a little sugar on it down south, we put sugar on it. And I think we started using sugar because we were broken. We were just looking for something. So when you go up in the cabinet, you say, oh, that's a bag of sugar. Well, put the sugar in the hot water cornbread. So, down south is what did it. See, y'all folk up here, y'all never put sugar on because y'all had a little money. But remember, the south migrated to the land flowing with milk and honey because y'all had the big three. And we came with our cotton and still in our bags.
Well, I have a whole dissertation
well, my mother
about
was
that.
A sharecropper. My mother was a sharecropper.
Wow.
Yeah, my mother was a sharecropper. And she said, Andre, we went to school when it rained. You know why? Because you can't put cotton in the rain. See, your mom wasn't a share. You see, your mom and daddy, they came from the upper echelon. They ain't sharecrop nothing. See, my mom was sharecropper. Yeah.
What do you think you would have been if we was raised in slave times?
Me? I would have been like Nat Turner.
You would have?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would have slapped a couple of owners.
I probably would have been dead.
I would have took me some white women, and I would have been like Nat Turner. I would have just took what they were taking from me. I would have took from them.
It was a lot of revolts.
Because I'm dark skinned, so I would have.
We would have been in the field.
Yeah. We would have
been in the field.
Now, Miss Dorsey, she would have been in the house. And when Miss Dorsey came out the house, I look, Dorsey May. Now look, when they send you in the house, let me through the side door. I'm gonna show them. She would let me through the side door.
It was a lot of revolts.
I would have probably acted like Santa Claus and came down. I would have been like Django. I would have came down the chimney on her.
The Django.
I would have been like, you didn't know beat me and me not do nothing. I at least want to kill 7 of y'all.
It was a lot of revolts
just go on to glory.
That we don't know anything about. Somebody told me this is good information. You can go look this up. It's a lot of black revolts that happened that we don't know anything about.
It's true.
Way deeper than Nat Turner's. It's on Pinterest. If you look up black revolts, it'll give you a list of revolts that happened.
I'm sure.
It was hundreds of them.
Yeah. Because we
just wasn't sitting around and getting we was tearing some things up.
You got to understand, Jesus saw a lot of chaos or turmoil in the temple before he went in there that one day.
Absolutely.
And then that particular day, because everybody
I believe Jesus was cussing that day.
Well, the Bible.
You think Jesus was cussing?
One of the gospel writers said he took time to braid the switch.
Absolutely. So that was premeditated.
It was 9 of us growing up. Every now and then, my mother would braid switches.
That was premeditated.
Andre, did you ever get a whooping?
Yes.
So your mama ever braided them switches together?
We just got the one good one.
The one good one. Right.
When we got a whooping, I was good for like 2 months, or I was good for 2 weeks. Now when you whip these kids, they shake it off and they back.
Nah, that's because they ain't being whipped with switches.
They huffing.
They ain't being whipped with switches.
You know what huffing is?
But switches nowadays is considered child abuse.
My mother smacked me one time with her backhand, and I was at least 13, 12. And when I peed on myself at 13, 12, I said, nah, I got to get out of her house. Because I can't be peeing my Calvin Klein and my top 10 Adidas.
It's a different generation. It's just,
my mother
it's just different. Back to my question. Do you think Jesus was cussing in the temple? When he was going through there, he was thrashing. Do you think he was cussing?
I think you want to bear witness with him because you're a cusser.
I'm not.
When was the last time you cussed?
I'm not. I don't curse.
Okay, let me ask you
but
this.
Listen,
now, on this
but
show,
the rage that the Bible says.
You remember I told Toya this? I want to ask all my guests a question, and I got somebody who's professional here. We finna bring him on the meeting. I want to know.
It's Foul Scott. We gotta get him on.
What's the appropriate age to stop eating boogers? When did you stop eating boogers?
You know, I know.
Everybody ate them. When did you stop? I'm gonna ask.
Didn't nobody do that?
Everybody ate boogers. Yes,
No.
they did. When did you stop, Tanika?
No.
I stopped at about 4 or 5. Now my twin.
How do you remember that? And you
I ate them.
You don't even remember back that far.
I do. My twin stopped at like 3 or 4. So I thought something was wrong with me.
What's our guest's name? Because this is some foolishness right here.
We're about to take a break. Just calm it down. Everybody has eaten boogers.
No, everybody has not.
Everybody ate them.
No.
I want somebody to come on here brave enough to say, I stopped at 7. But I'm waiting for somebody to say, I stopped at 13. Now, that's too far. You never ate a booger?
No.
You mean to tell me Tanika?
No, I don't even, that's not even a thought.
You just talking about being saved and sanctified in the word, church, and you won't even admit to eating up one booger. Lord have mercy.
You know what? What is
everybody?
Can we have Mr.
I can't wait for Andre. Mr. Dorsey, count us down because we gotta get our guests on.
Mr. Andre, what's your last name?
It's clinically sound.
Charlie.
It's clinically sound.
Let's have Mr. Charlie on.
Yeah, because people still eating boogers now. I was at the red light. This man was just eating. I was like, dang. I was at the light with him. What
do you be looking at?
I was at the red light and I looked over and I was in the suburbs. That white man was going in on them boogers.
Bring
God bless him.
Mr. Charlie on so he can take us through there.
I want to know if it's mental. Andre had say mental wellness club. I want to know, are you okay, or should you get a check on the 3rd if you're still eating them as an adult?
Oh my goodness, Ms. Dorsey, can we go to commercial?
If you're left-handed eat them, I think you'll get a college scholarship.
I'll wrap this up.
The world is a big place, let's go see it. With 3 pickup spots across Detroit, at Big City Bus Tours, veterans get 10% off and you can literally pay with Cash App on the bus. How convenient is that? We're Big City Bus Tours and we make travel easy. Whether you need to get to Cedar Point, Toledo on Tuesdays for just $85 round trip, or even Metro Airport, we've got pickup locations that work for you. Eastside location at 6 Mile and Row at 8 a.m. Westside location meets us at Home Depot on Myers at 8:30. And if you're near Michigan Avenue, we'll grab you at Livernois at 9 a.m. No cash, no problem. We take credit, debit, and yes, Cash App's right there on the spot. Plus, every ride comes with free refreshments because we actually care about your comfort. Seniors over 65 save money too. Stop stressing about gas, parking, and all that driving nonsense. Let us handle the road while you handle the fun. Book now at BigCityBus.com or just scan to pay with Cash App. BigCityBus.com, the world.
Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. I'm your Professor Ice-T. If your car is out of warranty, a car breakdown could eat you alive. Look at that car. The transmission alone could cost you $3,000. And that engine? How much do you love your kidneys? Don't even get me started on the computer system. That's a small fortune. Do what I did and call CarShield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed.
Call 800-460-3829.
Attention! This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
Call 866-433-4500. That's 866-433-4500. Again, 866-433-4500.
Online radio show in the city, and we're the biggest, the baddest, and the most courageous. This is the Faulkner Faith and Friends show. I'm still here with True Mahogany. She's gonna definitely shout before the show is over because she hasn't shouted in years. Because she said, "I go to a word church." What makes me feel like people that go to word churches are now thinking they're better. And their clothes never go to the cleaners. See, when the church I go to, I gotta go to the clean. I just got a white linen. We had to wear all white today. You know, I showered today.
Did you?
And it wasn't put on. Because I don't got time to be put on. When you get 50, who I'm trying to put on for? I'm gonna get my praise on the sit down.
You shouted is you save. It's a difference. That's what I was talking about earlier.
This is the professional. He's the clinic. You're not going to grade me. You're not, let him diagnose me. Let him diagnose me. We are here. Spiritually. Yeah, spiritually. Are you blood washed? Spiritually.
Forget all that hopping and shouting around. There was a lot of people hopping and shouting around. And they was hoeing too.
Ooh, come out of a good shout and go straight to the hotel. Look till he go. Well, I've been there, but I'm delivered. I am delivered. I don't go to no hotel.
That's honest.
Unless I'm witnessing.
You know what? We're not even going to do this today.
Listen.
I'm about to ask a question I don't even want to ask.
We have Andre Charlie here. He is, I'm just going by what it says. He's a LMSW. What does that mean, Andre?
Yes, break it down for us.
Master's, social worker.
Wow.
And then it'll be a C after that, which would be clinical. So
Master.
Missing a C.
Oh, the C is not there?
No.
Oh,
Master. So what does it take to be?
But I said clinical. Yep. So it's supposed to be some more alphabet. His behind his name. When I met him, he had 2 alphabets. Now he has 5 more. You went back to school and all that good stuff?
I went back to school.
Man, you're smart, man.
Driven.
I like that. Tell us about yourself. I'm going to go read your.
You need to read the bio.
You need to read this bio.
You're trying to get off the bio.
Because Andre looking like a linebacker up here.
This man bipolar.
And he done got 3 more letters.
Can you diagnose bipolar on the spot?
On the spot, no.
Not on the spot. You can check out the symptoms though. You can recognize. You can recognize. Okay. All right. Give me back. Get in this phone. I don't know what you got.
I can pay for some of it.
I don't know what you got an iPhone for anyway. You an Android person.
I need some treatment.
Treatment is an understatement.
I got insurance over mine.
Okay, listen. How y'all doing? This is True on Say What Up, though. We have Mr. Andre Charlie in the house. He is a LMSW. He is a clinical therapist, nonprofit leader, educator, and community advocate for over 25 years of experience in social work. You don't even look 25 years old. Okay, keep going. He is the founder of Affecting Change Detroit, a nonprofit addressing mental health and educational needs, and Affecting Change LLC, a private practice serving Metro Detroit. Oh, so you take patients.
Yes.
Okay, all right now. All right, you finally know somebody worth something.
I know. He's my best guess. Other than my police officer friends. I had one police officer friend on his show, and after the show, he arrested me.
You know what?
I'm just joking.
You know what? Let's keep it moving. Andre is a...
It's going to be a while.
Is that adjunct? Adjunct. Okay, I've never heard that word.
Adjunct.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right. Let me read.
Okay, read
Andre is an adjunct professor in the School of Social Work at Wayne State University. Okay. He also founded the Brotherhood Breakfast Meetup and Manifest, a mental health conference for men of color. Okay. Launched in partnership with the Wayne State University's Brothers in Social Work. That's very interesting. I'm going to ask about that.
All right.
Andre is particularly passionate about supporting men of color through challenges such as trauma, family dynamics, communication struggles, and life transitions. Communication struggles is major. That's major in our community. Definitely. His work reflects lifelong commitment to fostering resilience, growth, and positive change in individuals and communities.
Now,
that's awesome.
Andre.
Yes, sir.
Everything she just read.
That's awesome.
You make $100,000 a year.
You know what?
Could.
Could. Right. Thank you. Right. Don't let it reel you in.
I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you, man.
You have put in the work, Doc.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You have put in the work. So you said the word driven. I love that word. So I believe people in your profession, I believe they're even better when they know who God is.
Oh, absolutely.
And you are a great man of God. I always looked at you as disciplined. And now, just how many years has it been since?
Like
10, 12?
Maybe closer to 15.
Yeah. And you put in the work, man. So could you tell all of our listeners, what do you do and what do you offer?
All right. So, wow, there's a lot of, so what do I do? Build people, help people understand where their shortcomings are, how they can navigate navigate life, how they can navigate challenges. I'm a mental health therapist. So I interact with individuals that may have had some areas in life that they feel they could be better at. Somebody else may have recognized that something was going on with them, and they didn't necessarily recognize it themselves. So we do assessments and provide treatment for those individuals, and based on what they need, we develop a treatment plan.
So, you have your own office?
I have my own office. I've been in private practice officially in the Metro Detroit area since 2019. I've done private practice work since 2009, actually. But I had my brick and mortar in 2019.
So, did you always want to be a social worker?
I did not. When I started out, I was going to be a music teacher.
You sing?
I do not sing.
You do
I
not.
sing, but I don't sing.
Okay.
You know.
You write music?
I don't write music.
Okay.
So that was the whole problem. Some of the areas in music, you have to understand certain things like music theory and having an ear to hear music, oral training. It's like, so I was hitting some struggles. And I wanted to, make sure that that's what God wanted me to do.
Absolutely.
So I had spent some time researching other areas because my goal was to actually help youth like I was helped. And my music teacher helped me primarily in high school to be able to just have a way to deal with challenges that I faced through life. My, history is, traumatic. So I didn't know that it was traumatic, but I did know that I felt better with music. And I wanted to be able to help other individuals. When I got to college, I started and then realized I could do like juvenile probation and criminal justice work, but I wanted to help on the prevention side. So the professor that I was talking to suggested that I spoke with the social work department, which I didn't really know what it was, to get an idea if that's something that would pique my interest.
And then it won you over.
It won me over. She told me to take the intro course and see how I feel. And I did.
Wow.
And that started you on the path that you're on now?
Started me on my path. I was a sophomore when I declared social work as my major, and I was going to put criminal justice. I don't know, God took the pen because by the time I got done writing to declare my new major, because back then we had to do it in writing, I had written social work. And I was like, oh, okay, well. And I didn't even know God like that. I was just doing what I knew. And I got a job in a group home at 19. And that
how was that?
And man, it was a lot of things. It was rewarding, it was challenging. You have the age of right there with them. They were transitioning maybe out of foster care, but was still in a group home setting because their age, and you had to get them set up. They called it
independent living.
Yeah, and so that was before it was real popular though. So this was, because we're talking.
How old are you? I don't know if you want to.
I'm 49, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 49.
I'm 48.
So you see that was, how many years ago? Was that 40? So not 40, but almost 30 years ago. But I didn't know how to navigate some of those areas as being close to age, so I had to learn that on the job. And I was always one that was, based on my life experience, I had a little edge on the way I thought too. And then I thought I knew everything as well, so that was also.
So when you went into that that arena with those young men, was it all young men?
It was all young men. It was a bed of 6, so yeah.
So when you went in there, how many of them made you see yourself?
Wow, there was about 2 or 3 that really helped me to see myself, made me see myself, and helped me to grow. So I will say, when I got ready to leave, I knew I had made an impact.
Wow.
It was 2 years, because after that I did my internship, but I was able to do my internship through what's called Children's Services in Ohio. It was connected to the group home, and I was able to still see my guys.
I'm sure you have countless victories doing your therapy with people. What are some of your greatest testimonials?
Man, having someone say that by talking to me, it helped them to see life differently, or helped them to understand that life wasn't as difficult as they thought, or had the tools and strategies to make it. And those are areas that are testaments, because someone could actually take their life or have no hope to live and still be living but not living. And so when they come to therapy, I'm hoping to give them those tools and strategies and understand that they have worth, and to work with them through that. And there may be some other areas that aren't as comfortable for them, but we deal with that as it comes.
Yeah. Who's easier to deal with, adults or children?
And I want to say men or women.
Man, at times children, and it's hard because they are still stuck with their environment, and
They're still
adults in their environment that and so you can give them some tips and strategies and tools while they are in their environment, but you're often helping the parents along with the children when you have just children.
When you said children, Andre, it made me think about, they come to you for help, but some of them have to go back to that same home where they're getting abused.
Yeah. Or it may be the not physical abuse,
but mental,
it can be mental,
verbal.
emotional. The structure of the house can be a little stressed. So there are parents that don't know what they're putting on their children. So there are times when the parent has the idea that, hey, I want to bring you my child. They're doing this, they have this going on, not realizing that they are contributing to those issues. And so it's almost like, here, fix them. And it's like, okay, let's talk. Let's talk.
Has there been any instances where you had to get Child Protective Services involved?
Yes, not at my particular practice now, but over my career a few times. Yes. And you kind of, you let them know, you talk them through it, let them know when you have the relationship with them. You can say, hey, I'm a mandated reporter, so this is what I have to do. This is what it's going to look like. This is what's going to occur. So they know that you are not like abandoning them and putting them out there, but letting them know, hey, I have a license and this is what I must do as a mandated reporter.
Have any children wanted you to call Child Protective Service, wanted to be removed from the home?
Most do not. I've not had anybody say, hey, can you call? Because they don't know where they're going to end up. They don't know what that means. Now, they may call the police on their parents themselves, not knowing what may happen as a result, because then that's a ripple effect and it triggers one or two things. But it's been very challenging at times to work with a family, because they're not necessarily at the point where you need to contact protective services, but it's a point where they need some assistance.
Okay.
I'm trying to see the arena where that is. I think in the court realm, sometime when someone is brought before the courts and the judge or the magistrate know them, they recuse themselves from that. Have you ever had to recuse yourself from dealing with someone that you knew or family?
Yeah, so then you kind of what we call refer out.
Okay.
And if there's somebody that reaches out as well, we'll kind of connect with other people that we know in the field. Say, hey, this my buddy is good with this.
Okay.
This person's good with that. Contact this office, and they'll get back to you. So that happens too.
Okay.
So we can still be a resource.
Is there such thing as an in-house that, so you have your own brick and mortar? So can you go from brick and mortar to, say you get the opportunity to purchase an old apartment building, you fix it up. If you can house them, because sometimes you deal with them and you're breaking ground or just breaking some of that concrete stuff, and they go back to a home, or they go back to, a lot of them are in homes, they don't even, what you call it when they are in homes?
Like transition?
Yeah, transition homes. Is there any way, do you think it's better for them to kind of stay in close proximity if it was available for them, or?
To their environment, like the whole family, or?
Well, say I went through a whole lot of trauma with my mom, dad, and you're helping me, but I still have to go back to that situation because I'm a minor. Are there in-house facilities for children so they won't have to go back to those settings?
Well, if it's through the court system where they're adjudicated, then they can possibly be in a residential setting in a neighborhood. We don't really have a lot of them that just because they don't want to be home. It's usually court involved, breaking some laws, and they've been released to the court, and now they're going to be placed in this juvenile facility. Yeah. And I started off in a juvenile facility for individuals that have maybe been adjudicated. After graduate school, I believe it was, I first was a mentor, and then I in turn became a social work intern there. So I was able to experience that on that level too. Gotcha. But not just because they're not getting along with their parents. You have to go through a lot because these parents are still responsible for their children and they have rights.
Got you. So, being that you are saved doing this profession, what is your I don't want to say it, but maybe so. What is your secret sauce that you marinate your professional career with your spiritual career? Do you marry them at any time? Yeah,
they often are married because what people don't realize is our principles and our therapeutic strategies really align with the word. So it works. It works. And some people may not even realize that that's what it is. But when you have that connection with the Holy Ghost and He guides you and directs you, so you're able to use that in a creative way where you may not even have to use scripture, but there are times when you may, because there are clients that do want that spiritual connection as well. And then you have to understand that they have a right, and if they don't, we don't push that on them either because they have a right to choose and all of that. So we still provide treatment without judgment. So.
Okay. So do you consider yourself a Christian therapist?
I consider myself a therapist as a Christian.
Okay. Okay.
Marvin Sapp said they said, "Are you a singer?" He said, "No, I'm a preacher that just happens to sing." Yeah. And I like that.
Right. Yeah. So, and there's a difference.
Yeah, because then I am able to what we would call in language like code switch. So I'm able to service individuals who aren't Christians. And I don't want to just limit that because also through me there's a light so that may reach other people as well.
Absolutely.
Question. Are you guys called psychiatrists too?
No.
What's the difference?
So psychiatrists, they make the big money. No, they actually go to medical school. Okay. And so they have a psychology background and they go to medical school. So you have a lot of different areas. So you have, and we do very similar work. So you have therapists that are social workers, counselors, which are licensed professional counselors. You have licensed psychologists, which are also therapists as well if they're in private practice. So you have clinical, those areas, or they may say psychotherapists. Some of these words are interchangeable. And then you have the psychiatrist who has gone on to go to medical school and did their training and rotations. They can write scripts.
I was just about to say that. So they're able to write the script. Okay, yes. I get it. So that's more money because you're doing a different level of.
Yeah.
I got it. I got it.
Specified.
Yeah. So what's your end game? Are you going to get any more degrees? Are you going to get another practice? Are you going to what's the end game for Andre Charles?
Oh man, let's see. Probably another degree. I have several credit hours already. We'll see.
And that'll make you a what?
No, I mean the next thing would be a doctorate.
You have a PhD?
I'm not in school now. But I'm saying if I go back, more than likely it would be a doctorate.
So he would be Dr. Andre Charlie.
And then
you mean to tell me? Andre Charlie.
How many?
Do you still love cars?
Yes, I still work part-time at the car lot.
What? Wow.
So Andre,
I probably wasn't working part-time at the car lot then. I was just a lover.
You make $100 a year.
I mean,
you know what?
It's a comedian I watch. I forget his name. I think his name Dave Jack. He's like, give me $100.
I worked for that.
You were gonna car lot too? What do you have time?
Down the street.
When do you have time to do that between seeing patients?
Like your old schools?
Yeah, I do.
What do you got? Well, tell me some of the cars you got now.
Ooh, man.
You got a vet? Don't you got a vet?
I have a vet.
You love vets?
I love vets.
What year?
I have right now a 14.
Okay.
So I have a C7, I have a C6.
You have how many vets?
No, I had.
Oh, half. So you just have one
You
now.
also sell.
I sell.
So you have a collection of old school cars?
No, no.
No, because I love
just
old school
appreciate
cars.
it.
Okay. So the only old school you own is the Corvette?
No, it's not old. It's new.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So
it's a 20.
It's a 14.
Okay, so 14. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know what do you got? What you got in the garage? I know you got some old school watch.
No, I don't have an old school. I want an SS. I don't have
Okay.
an old school.
You want an
I want
Impala?
a Chevelle. I want a Chevelle. I do.
Do you like the
Okay.
Grand National?
I do. I
love
love
the
it.
Grand
Ever since I was a
National.
kid.
Me too.
I need one. So the problem is I'm gonna need a warehouse.
Yeah. Okay.
So I need something where I can walk in and then they just be sitting in my, I don't know if that's considered my living room, but my living space, my area.
Well, hey.
It's all
That's
about
what I
people.
want.
What's the nice talk show host that has he has a garage full of old
Jay
school?
Leno.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. But so for the Super Bowl show when Kendrick performed, they found one to get to and he said, and they said he could take it. They didn't take it. That was a real a Grand National.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've always, ever since they came out when I was a kid.
I love it. And
Those
I love the
we got
69
was,
Corvette. I love the 69 split window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we have the whole Impalas, like you were saying, more like 67.
Okay.
But you know, it's something that, you know,
So
we have built.
is your goal? Do you want your own dealership?
I did. I think I'm gonna go with the private practice route
Okay.
and stay with clinical because there's no way I can do both. I could own a dealership and have someone work, but I
You want to.
I would just do what I do now because I have my guy who's like a brother to me who owns a dealership right down the street. I can sell cars, I can buy cars, I can do those things, and I don't do as many hours as you think. I only do back office work now, and so I only give about 8-10 hours a week, and that's it. So then I do the other stuff, man. So
You fish?
I don't, man. And I probably will, but I'm gonna tell you, when I was a kid, I had a lot of fishing experience, and I don't know what happened because now my sensory kick up. I can't even touch the worm. So, and I'm not taking the fish off the hook. I did all this as a kid.
Wow.
Me and my dad would go down there to Toledo and fish
I ain't mad at you.
often.
Yeah.
I've never fished.
I watched. I forget his name. He's a
never
rapper, but he has. They dumped about 1,000 ones in his pond in his backyard. He just. I forget his name. Boosie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had them dumped, and he just, man, I would just love. And then I'm
just throw 'em back.
falling in love with the pole. You know, it's so many different, and they're expensive too. But he was just talking about his pole like it was a pair of Jordans. He was like, yeah, this got this. It's titanium and.
I got a
yeah.
fishing box and a pole in my garage. I might just bring to you. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I got to. Eventually, I do want to get back to it.
Oh.
Maybe I'll do what Jake's doing, just retire and start fishing.
You got a while ago.
You know what?
Yeah, a while ago. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
gotta make
So,
some money.
so Andre, listen. What else I want to ask you? So, clinically, what age do most people stop eating boogers?
You know what? Can we talk about some?
Tanika,
Can we talk about some? Can we talk about some real stuff before we go off to the
So
Michigan?
listen,
I got some questions to ask.
We're gonna get there. Listen,
hold on,
it's gonna be real simple because it's a simple response. So, as much as it hurts to say this, it is a common thing. I didn't do it. She didn't do it.
Wasn't
I
common.
did.
But yeah.
But I stopped at 4 or 5.
But there are people that go throughout life and do it.
Yeah.
So
And so the people who struggle with it, I wonder why. Is it comforting or is it? Just,
I didn't do all the research to find out if that's comforting for them or not. But why did you do it?
I thought it was normal because when you're a kid, you know how kids put their finger when they're a baby and they just put their thumb in their mouth. It's kind of like this is my hand. I'm a baby, and it goes there. And I thought, the nose was, and it just went in them. I don't know.
Nobody told you not.
Well, of course, mom did, but
So you still thought it was okay, right?
Well, people suck their thumbs into their 20s and 30s, so.
That's a thumb. That's not.
Well, boogers. People eat boogers. I told you I was at a red light and I saw a grown man and I was like, okay.
I told you it's common even as adults. But yeah, no.
But
wow. Yeah,
but you can't get a check for it.
I don't think.
I don't want to vomit in my mouth.
Suppose you're a left-handed booger eater.
You might get a check.
That's I told about that left-handed.
I don't know if I'm touching your hand.
I started eating boogers. I stared eating boogers.
You sure?
Yeah, I did. So Tanika, ask your questions.
Oh no.
Ask your questions, Tanika. Trying to get a check.
I was thinking back to his bio. So your concentration is on men, black men.
That's a big part.
Okay. Do you are you more what is the word that I'm looking for? Do you like to advocate for our black men more so than women? It's like your concentration
Right.
is black men.
So I advocate for both. I advocate because I don't like the whole men against women thing.
Okay.
Trying to help people to understand
Yes,
that it should not. We're not divisive. We're
Right.
stronger together, and we just have to understand one another and how that needs to happen is a process.
Okay.
So I snowballed into this men's thing because in 2019 it was pretty equal, and then after the pandemic, or actually during the pandemic, my numbers spiked for black men. Wow. And so did my colleagues, because I guess people were home for the first time and realizing that, okay, maybe I am, dealing with some things that I should go talk to. They've been telling me this for a while, but I didn't believe them. But now I'm stuck at home, and all I hear is like, I need to understand what's going on with me.
Okay.
So some along those lines, the numbers started to spike, and then from there, I started seeing this need, and that's how I got to the desire. I've always wanted to do like small groups for men.
Okay.
So that's why I actually did the Brotherhood Breakfast Meetup. So
Okay.
we do that. But
When is the next one? We're gonna let you do all your upcoming stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool. And so the big thing that I did is create Manifest.
Okay.
And so that was out of that desire to assist, where men could have this place to kind of get services or understanding. I didn't really know what I wanted, but I
Okay.
wanted to do something.
Okay.
So those are some of the things that came out of my vision.
So tell us about Manifest.
So Manifest is a 2-day conference that I host in July at Wayne State.
This is yearly?
Yearly.
Okay.
So that'll be my third one this year, 2026.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're looking at the second weekend, so in July, where we have individuals come from all over the country. I've been very blessed to have speakers that are at the top of their fields come in to engage our individuals in the city
Okay.
regarding mental health. So we've had New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Texas. Just talking about adverse childhood experiences is really big, and we haven't known really much about that because we feel like we all went through trauma, and it was normalized. So things that we didn't know, so grabbing that switch and winding it together, that is a traumatic experience.
Okay.
You have normalized it because we're supposed to get whooped. That's what we think, and or beaten, until you act right, and so or cussed out, or we may have had Uncle Jake touch us or Cousin Bob, and so those areas are quiet and normalized and keep all this in the house. Well, they also create stuff like heart disease, respiratory issues, and early death, and high blood pressure, and heart problems, relationship problems, not being able to connect with others, and not trusting others, and we don't know that. And it all comes down to how we were raised for the most part. How were we responded to when we were a baby? And did our parents change us like we need to be changed?
Did they hold us?
Did they hold us? Our parents sometimes, I'm not spoiling that, put that baby in that swing. And never kind of connected with the baby to nurture the child. So then you have this attachment issue where you don't really trust or know, or you're quiet because you got yelled at when you were wet. And you knew that it wasn't a comforting sound when your mom was like, shut up, or whatever caretaker you had. What are you crying for? I just changed you. Well, you didn't feed me, and I'm hungry. And you have those areas that...
I was dating this girl, and she walked up to her son. She had like a notepad. She was about to go to the grocery store. And I was going to take her. And she said, so what cereal do you want?
To the baby.
To the baby. And I said,
yeah, she communicated with her child.
But that let me know I'm different. This is a millennial. She asked him what. I said, I wish Rose would have asked us what cereal.
How old was the baby?
He was about 4 or 5.
So that you thought that was like
we had to ask to go in the refrigerator. We had to ask to go in the refrigerator.
I did too. I couldn't just go grab anything.
But I was trying to put my trauma on her. That's what because I said, man, you can't do because I was trying to.
So you told her that she shouldn't ask the kid what to.
I said, what are you doing? Asking him, just go buy it and whatever you bring, you're gonna eat it because
he may.
But Andre, that let me know I could have been what you are if I would have put it if I went to school. Because I was like, Andre, you cannot impose how you was raised on this young man. Let her do it.
Let her do what she do.
Yeah.
But you can ask her, well, why did you ask him instead of just going to get it? So
but she told me. She said her mama didn't ask her.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you were so lucky.
Right. You're blessed.
Yes.
We can only open one box of cereal at a time too. You better not open that cereal box and this box and this cereal goes still.
Okay.
Oh, you got a problem on your hand.
Absolutely.
Oh, no. One box at a time. When I got to move in with my uncle who had a little change, it was a few boxes of cereal. You get to choose which ones you want.
Not a little
you
change.
get to go in the refrigerator when you want.
You get to see Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
They got Sugar Bear cereal. They got Crunchy Munch. We had King Vitamin and Kev Cornflakes.
Right, we had cornflakes and it didn't have to say Kellogg's.
Man.
But
what about the bags of powder? I mean, we had to make them.
My mother was good. I love when she made it. My mother was a pro. Well, she made it real good.
You were traumatized.
Well, it was 9 of us, Andre.
But that don't mean the milk was good. None of us thought the milk was good. We knew all the tricks. We knew the water ratio. We knew the sugar.
I don't know what Rose did too. It was
right. No, but I don't know. None of us that said, and I grew up down the street, that said this.
Well, my mom put a cut on it.
So she put liquor in it?
You need an appointment.
Yeah. What's she cut it with? Little Coke?
Right. What she cut it with? Little baking soda?
Y'all know put my mom in jail. We don't do her like that. Yeah, we was like.
What she cut it with? Little baking soda?
I'm just saying that. Now, so back to your putting your what do you call it? Your values on someone. Yeah, that's what we have to be careful.
Yeah. So when you're working with children, and they say, "Oh, well, I told my mom I didn't want to go to bed," or when you hear something like that, do you have to stop yourself and be like,
"Yeah, sometimes."
Yeah.
Because so it's easy to hear that and respond out of what you understand, but or from what you grew up with, but you're trying to check our stuff at the door.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out, okay, so explain to me about the bed. What was it that why didn't you want to go to bed? And what did that do for you?
Or what they say, why call my mom Barbara?
Why?
They're like, you get to do that?
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids are able to call
takes
them.
a lot of patience.
Oh yeah, you gotta have.
We had to say ma'am. I couldn't even say huh.
Right.
I couldn't even do this. She was like,
yeah, what are you doing?
If she had I couldn't say, I don't know.
Shrug your shoulders one more time.
And she had
and if she had already told you about shrugging your shoulders, it was over.
Now kids can be like that.
So one of my students said, well, you see Mr. Charlie, it's like this.
That's how he started off.
She did. Because I was talking to them. I was like, you all have too many questions. She said, well, Mr. Charlie's like this. See, when y'all grew up, y'all couldn't ask them. Y'all just had to do what the parents said do.
Yeah.
When we grew up, it's different now. We are able to express ourselves.
And I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome.
Okay.
I think, honestly, because it's making them communicators.
It's the way though. It's the way they think about doing it. It's different. It's a respectful way to do it, and it's a non-respectful way to do it.
So what you're doing is you're teaching this language though.
Right.
When you're growing up, if your parents are in a healthier environment where they learn language and effective communication,
that's key.
You're giving people, the kids, choices is sometimes it's a guided choice because you want them to choose certain things that you will be okay with. You don't just give them free range to choose whatever, but discussing what they would prefer, what would they like. Okay, now this may be a non-negotiable, so I need you to do this, but you may have a choice over here. It helps them to navigate when they're out and they have to make decisions with their friends as adolescents, and they're trying
That's
to
the key
understand
right there.
what's appropriate, what's not. Oh, I know that this is not going to be okay with my parent. I don't want to disrespect or disappoint my mom because, or my dad, because we've had this discussion. We were just told no.
Right.
You know.
That's the difference right there when you said having parents that have those skills. A lot of Generation X's parents didn't have those skills. So they didn't pass that down to, before Generation X was what, the boomers. And then they created Generation X. So, and then with us, we kind of relayed that to our children. So we didn't, a lot of our households didn't have, we weren't effectively communicating, and they didn't pass that down to us. So as when you said about forcing what you went through on the young lady, it just made me I just think about different things raising my children that I said and as I got older it's like that makes sense, you know what I'm saying. And then when I just made the realization that being a therapist takes a lot of patience, but of course you've been trained in it down through the years, so you have the experience to have patience. But I know that when you come in contact with different situations, you have to, in a sense, activate that patience, because you're dealing with a lot of people who may not have patience, children and parents, with understanding each other, with understanding the trauma, who caused the trauma, getting to the bottom of the trauma. Is so many layers to unpack.
Yeah, so you have to be able to allow them the space to talk it through.
Absolutely.
And you're assessing it as you're speaking to understand what happened, what occurred, and this can go on until you put the pieces together. But allowing for that also builds relationship, which builds trust, and then you get to more information to be able to properly assess the client and the family system and provide some tips, strategies, and skills that they can implement at home. So you're teaching.
You're a
as
master.
well.
You're definitely a master.
It happens.
How many years did you have to get the master behind your name? How many?
So
years
that was you could do 4 years for me because I went part time.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can do it 2 years. Sometimes accelerate a year and a half. Wow. But yeah, after you have your degree in a particular area.
I think therapists, one of their attributes should be patience. So from your demeanor, you seem like a patient individual.
Yeah, you have to learn that. Yeah, because you don't.
Were you always patient though? As a no,
not by nature.
Not by nature.
It could be by nature. It could be, but trauma and experiences don't allow for that.
Okay.
Absolutely. So now I had to work at that and train myself for that and continue to do that and talk myself through it.
Looking back as a child though, like coming up, I don't know if you can remember, however, to whatever age, would you consider yourself a patient individual though?
Well, I was quiet and reserved, but my story is so, I don't know what I was. My mom died when I was 6. I was traumatized from that.
Okay.
You know, watching her actually pass from leukemia.
Okay.
You know,
you were 6?
I was 6 years old.
You remember that?
She started when I was getting sick when I was about 4. So I remember staying up with her at night and her not being able to having no strength to get back into the room. Okay. So you have that. Then you have abuse, and then you have my father passing when I was 15. And so it was so many things that happened in my life that I don't really necessarily know for sure what I would have been if my parents were alive and healthy, and I grew, what my base would be. Okay. But when you go through trauma, your brain adjusts and changes. The neuroplasticity in your brain, based on what you go through, changes the trajectory of where you actually end up. That's why when we go through trauma, we have to do the work to kind of bring it back to understanding other trauma, get some reason, some strategies tips so that we don't necessarily relive the trauma, but we understand the meaning behind and what it did to us, and so we can kind of have a better experience, healthier, and then add positive experiences to that. Do strategies to help us cope, and that kind of creates this change of where we could have gone if we didn't address some things too.
Are you an author yet?
I am writing thoughts all the time, so it's not officially in book form or anything, but I know it's time.
We got about 10 minutes. I want you to do all your handles.
Yeah, I was going to ask him, are you taking new patients?
Yes, I can be reached at affecting-change.org. That is, affecting-change.com. That's the therapy practice. ChangeDetroit.org is the nonprofit, which is the Brotherhood Breakfast Meetup, as well as Manifest. It's out of the nonprofit. And you can find me on LinkedIn as Andre Charlie, Charley, as well as Affecting Change Charlie on Instagram.
Affecting Change Charlie. You do reels on there?
I'm starting to do some. I do some things on there, but yes, and I'm got to kick off my YouTube channel, which is also Affecting Change Charlie. So subscribe there. All right.
Okay.
And I didn't know about you, but I did want to bring a couple things. This is the Brotherhood shirt, Affecting Change Detroit. Look, bonded and united in strength. That's for my nonprofit.
Extra large.
Extra large.
Manifest.
Goodness.
Detroit.
This mine
The
too.
Man Mental Health Conference.
It's for the men. He say he didn't know about me. He didn't bring me nothing.
You can rock with extra large.
Can I rock with an extra large?
You tie it like this.
Is it a men's? Is it a men's extra large?
We'll get you something. All right.
I do it large and men.
This Affecting Change, my brand. All right.
This mine too.
That's yours too.
Oh my God.
So listen.
You know his birthday was the other day.
Happy birthday, man.
So
Hey, you bring me my bag though.
Which one?
I've mentioned about 6 of them, so just pick one. Listen, I'm definitely taking clients, and I'm looking for individuals to partner with. So just tap in with us. I do the Male Mental Health Conference in July, so we'll start planning with that in January. And also, the Men's Mental Health Breakfast is Brotherhood Breakfast Meetup. I'll be doing my next one in March. So I would like to have all the men come out. That's men only, but the conference is open to women.
Okay.
But the breakfast is only for men because
Absolutely.
we need that space.
Andre, you still a deacon?
I'm still a deacon.
Have you did a trial sermon yet or no?
No, I'm going to be a deacon.
Okay.
I'm
glad
He's
you know.
moving,
I'm glad.
He's moving you on up too fast. Because I thought he made it seem like you used to pastor or something.
No. He's just always been good at what he does. But I thought so. I said, well, you might be a minister now. But it's good to see you still in your deacon lane. That's good.
My deacon lane.
Yes, sir.
One step at a time.
Because people, church, we have the ability to push folk. But amen, I'm glad
It's
you
different gifts and callings in the body of Christ.
Absolutely.
And then
what else you want to ask
in your
you?
office.
So
Give us your IG again.
Your IG.
Affecting Change Charlie. So with an F. Affecting Change Charlie.
Yeah.
All right.
CHA.
CHARLEY. And Manifest Detroit, MANIFEST Detroit on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We gotta have him back on the show. There's not enough time.
We definitely need to
Your girl in between them.
I know. Between
they are thorough in
Absolutely,
It's
in what
a lot
they
of
do.
layers to them. Y'all like onions. So this is Courageous Detroit Radio. This is the Faulkner Favorite Friends Show. You heard it here. Dr. Stacy Mack. Your boy, I got my boy
What's
over
up,
here.
sis? No, that's my dog.
Yeah, that's my girl, man.
Yes.
So I want to introduce
Wait,
you to
what's
why
on
that.
yours and not mine?
I want to introduce you to why that. You know why that?
That's my. We good. That's fam.
Oh,
That's
okay.
I know everybody you know. No.
Okay, we really do. We really do. So I thank God for all of our listeners. We had a great show. Andre Charlie, we're gonna have to get him back on.
Absolutely.
And definitely in March, I definitely want to be there. I'm gonna free up my schedule. Also, when you open up another brick and mortar, holler at your boy. I want to do some advertising for you on the show.
All right. Well, we got clients that we need to have. All the clients in the city that we need. We can still do it. All right. Let's advertise.
You have other therapists that work with you at your practice?
Yes. We got. I have space. We can get people in right away.
Okay.
It's a whole plethora.
Okay.
Y'all heard it here. And because
Men, women. Come on.
So you have other therapists that work at your practice?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Andre, we got 4 minutes. When I was young, we would go to Memphis, me and my twin,
I'm listening,
and my younger brother Steve, every summer. And so my dad owned a bar, and so he was a bit of a ladies' man. He would always send the ladies down there to get us dressed and bring us to the diner so we could eat breakfast with him. This one particular day, this lady came down and she was helping get dressed. Robert wants y'all to get dressed, and so but it's trauma, and I need to talk to someone.
Okay.
So as she helped me put on my shirt, she smacked me. Now I was 8, 9, 7 or 8. She smacked me. All my life I struggled with that.
Because you didn't understand why.
I didn't understand why. And then the Lord told me, because she couldn't do it to him. And I looked just like him. But that helped me because now I know, but it didn't help me to deal with my anger.
Exactly.
Down through the years.
Down through the years with women or just mishandling because somebody smacked me.
All the way back there.
My first book is going to be called You'll Be Smacked for Looking Like Someone. And I want you to help me with it. But I want to get therapy first.
You should get there.
Yes, sir.
You probably dealing with
yes, sir. Amen. So, amen. She smacked me hard, man. All right.
I understand though.
Yeah,
it's PTSD. Somebody want to raise their hand at you, and then like, right now you.
Well, I'm better now.
You will. So when you get smacked now, it's okay.
You probably like to be.
He should. All right, let's go.
Who is it?
The anointing gone. Let's go.
And then went out the door real quick.
Amen. Nigga just don't. This is my guest. You know, put your. This is my friend
your
too.
guest.
But we thank God for y'all listening in. This is Faulkner, Faith and Friends. We are the biggest, the baddest, the most courageous online gospel online radio show. Andre, do you know we're about to be Stellar nominated?
I did not know.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'll be looking.
Who would have thought? There's a little black 5 for 6 word on the east side. Amen. But God bless you. Tune in next Sunday. We'll be here from 4 to 6. And we just thank God for great guests like Andre Charlie.
Absolutely.
Professional people. Tanika, what's your friend name again?
Zakia Knighton.
We may have to do a 3-hour show and get her on and him on.
Absolutely. Tag team.
So
she's a relationship coach.
The Faulkner Favorite Friends, just a courageous Detroit Radio. Sister Bird, you did not come to my birthday party.
Focus.
You know it, right.
And we'll see you next Sunday. God bless everyone. Focus.
I like.
The world is a big place, let's go see it. With 3 pickup spots across Detroit, at Big City Bus Tours, veterans get 10% off, and you can literally pay with Cash App on the bus. How convenient is that? We're Big City Bus Tours, and we make travel easy. Whether you need to get to Cedar Point, Toledo on Tuesdays for just $85 round trip, or even Metro Airport, we've got pickup locations that work for you. Eastside location at 6 Mile and Row at 8 a.m. Westside location meets us at Home Depot on Myers at 8:30. And if you're near Michigan Avenue, we'll grab you at Livernois at 9 a.m. No cash, no problem. We take credit, debit, and yes, Cash App's right there on the spot. Plus, every ride comes with free refreshments because we actually care about your comfort. Seniors over 65 save money too. Stop stressing about gas, parking, and all that driving nonsense. Let us handle the road while you handle the fun. Book now at BigCityBus.com or just scan to pay with Cash App. BigCityBus.com, the world.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990. We're here to help.